Hello, welcome back to The Successful Veteran, where I, your host Andrew, attempt to help everyone who's trying to transition out of the military into a civilian career. I know it can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be hard. So, here I want to talk about a little bit of one of the biggest things that hold people up on resumes, the skills section. It seems very simple. You put in skills, that's it. However, the skill section is one of the things that really can set you apart from everyone else who's applying for the job. And it can also be one of the things that make your resume go in that no pile. So, real quick, if you look, you're going to see the way that skills have been done by most people that most likely you have on your resume right now. It's just a word scramble of things you think the job needs or that you have done. It's Excel, it's communications, it has something to do with stakeholders, or maybe there are some actual skills or technical skills in there, maybe some processes you've done, but they really mean nothing because they have no context. So someone will see this, a recruiter, hiring manager will look at this, and it tells them nothing about yourself. Remember, in everything you do in your resume, it should tell a story about you and interconnect. Your skills should connect either with your professional summary or your experience bullet points highlighting what you've done and how you've used these actual skills. So now we go on to a better example, the better way of presenting your skills. Now you can do this in bullet form, you can do it in lists, you can highlight technical skills. You really need to modify this to you. So I've given you about 5 examples when you should really be having about 3 to 4. And this is going to be dependent on you and the job. So on here you see project management, and then it lists out some of the things that you have done with project management. Maybe some of the certifications that you have incorporated, but the processes, the work, things you have done, systems you have used. Now, of these, some of which should be mentioned in your experience, highlighting how you have used project management skills or systems in some of your experience. Supply chain and logistics, things you've done with supply chain if you're a logistics officer in the military. And then we go down and we see AI, we see tech, process improvement. Everything has systems and the skills you have actually used in doing these things. Now, this is just a template. Some other things that you may want to put in depending on who you are. You can do some human resources, HR, and talk about talent acquisition, information technology, and you can actually talk about like CISSP, some of the things you have actually done, the platforms you've used, such as AWS. You want to incorporate these type of things into your technical skills. This way, instead of trying to beat the the recruiter or beat the AI device that's scanning your resume and have magic words pop up and pass you, the recruiter can look at this, see the story it tells when it ties into your experience, and know what they're getting. So go back through your skills section, highlight your skills, relate it to your experience, relate it to your professional summary and your certifications. Tell a story about yourself, about your accomplishments, and what you bring to the table. Take out the word scramble, take out the jumble of words, and put in context what it means to the job, to the organization, and the impact you'll have. That's all I have for today. I'm signing off. Feel free to check out my Substack. And just remember, we're all in this together. Have a great day.